What's up? Lucas here, Fantasy Football Perspective, bringing you a kind of a change of tone video, more of a rant as we dig into this in-season content. We're going to cut right to the chase. There has been a change in my scheduling plans moving forward. I am going to cut out the hit or miss segment from our weekly videos. I've thought about it a little bit, and I'm just going to be frank with you guys. I didn't enjoy making the video. I don't know why. There's just so many different fantasy football channels out there that are giving their weekly rankings, and it's just all cookie cutter bullshit. I've tried to add my own kind of flavor to it, try to be creative, add a little bit of dimensions into it. But in the grand scheme of things, this channel is about helping you win your championship. And I don't think a weekly ranking video, hit or miss, however you want to title it, spin it, is going to help you win your championship. I think there's a couple reasons why. Before I get into there, I did see a lot of other fantasy football creators out there, kind of not complaining, but saying they don't enjoy the grind of the in-season fantasy football video creation for the kind of the same reasons. It's hard to be creative, it's hard to add your own flavor, and it's really hard to be helpful. And the truth of the matter is, when you're making these rankings, it doesn't really matter what we're saying as far as like when you're setting your lineup. Let me explain. And if you watched my hit or miss video, I said that Aaron Jones, in my opinion, has a chance to miss RB1 numbers this week because I think he's going to be in a bigger split with A.J. Dillon than people anticipate, especially at the beginning of the season. I truly do believe that. But in the grand scheme of things, if you drafted Aaron Jones in your first or second round of your fantasy football league to be your RB1 or RB1A or B or RB2, you're not going to sit him. You don't have the depth you most likely don't have the depth to replace Aaron Jones on that roster and even have that choice. The only real rankings that are going to help you, kind of decipher who you should play in your lineup is when we're talking about flex positions, and there's actually, a choice to be made. Most likely, and especially in, bigger leagues, normal 12 player leagues, team leagues, everyone has pretty much an RB1 and RB2, a wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2, a tight end and a quarterback that they're playing on a weekly basis. No matter what the matchup is, I have Christian McCaffrey in my league. He doesn't matter if he's playing the Buccaneers or the Jets. You're going to throw Christian McCaffrey out there, even though the Buccaneers might be the hardest run defense in the whole league. So in the grand scheme of things, I started, thinking about it, how I felt when I was making the video, how I felt watching back the video, and I just didn't like what I saw, and I just didn't like how I felt. Now, I'm new to this YouTube community. I've only been making videos for about 7 weeks, 2 months. I love making videos, and I'm never going to do something, A, because I feel like everyone else is doing it, so I need to follow, or B, if I don't enjoy it. I look so forward to making videos each week with my friends Jim Stroker, football betting perspective, coming out every Wednesday. We're actually filming that tonight. And our daily fantasy perspective video with my good friends Andy and BJ. I look forward to that as well. Those are things that I've enjoyed. I think I'm going to enjoy it. I can't wait to catch up with those guys, see what they think. And I think those two are very helpful to the community as far as winning you money and just being overall, good information. I didn't like the hit or miss information. You search week 1 rankings in fantasy football on YouTube and thousands of video comes up, and they're all just cookie cutter, little minute differences. Like, for instance, someone will have Aaron Jones number 6 and another person will have Aaron Jones number 8. They're all so similar, but in the grand scheme of things, they're all RB1s, RB2s, and most likely you don't have the depth to even do anything about that. So I am going to pivot the hit or miss segment to something called sleeper starts and sleeper sits. Now, these are people that you're probably on the fence about whether you're going to start in your flex position or not each week. They're not going to be as long of videos. I'm just simply going to go ahead and tell you some good flex options each week that I think can hit or will miss that week based on their matchup. This isn't rocket science when it comes to making these, are these players going to hit or miss, or making your weekly rankings. All these fantasy football apps have little tabs beside their name about the defense they're facing and how that defense either fares against the run or against the pass. It's not rocket science. There's advanced analytics out there to everyone's disposal with a little research. It's not rocket science. So I'm going to try to deep dive a little farther and hopefully help out those people who are on the fence whether they're going to start Marvin Jones in their flex or Chase Edmonds. I think those are the true answers people are looking for as far as, insightful information that's actually going to help them win their week-to-week matchups. The bulk of the people's lineups, again, are already carved in stone because most people don't have the depth. Now, obviously, in 8-man leagues, the fantasy football rankings videos might help you because you have, 3 great RBs, 4 great receivers. That can be tricky. But I'm talking specifically to the 12-man leagues, even 10-man leagues. There's just not enough players on your team that truly are going to be in the starting lineup each week, so you really don't have many decisions to make. All right, boys and girls, my rant is over. To recap, no longer hit or miss. That segment has canceled after 1 week. Didn't enjoy it? I'm going to start something new. Sleeper starts, sleeper sits, weekly segment, quicker segment. Going to give you 4 or 5 players that I think could surprise you in your lineup. Put them in your flex position. They're not going to overtake, the Austin Eckler's, Aaron Jones, Christian McCaffrey's of the world. But they're good flex options because I think that is actual useful information and different than what everyone else is doing. As always, if you have any start or sit questions, put it in the comment section below. I am going to post a video here tonight, the football betting perspective with Jim Strucker. We'll go over, recap how we did last week. Hopefully you guys won some money. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.